Okay, if we move on then, the next question was, and it's similar to, I suppose, the question we had earlier about the safe travel, but it's if there is more than one employee, what plans need to be put in place to social distance now that the construction industry can restart next Wednesday? So, Nick?
Yeah, I think I'd just say it has a lot in common with the questions that we had about the guidance that's going to be being released early next week. So I think that the physical distancing is fairly well understood, you know, keeping the 2 meters apart, and the other focus obviously for construction workers generally will be, you know, hand hygiene and, you know, ensuring that things like tools and work areas are kept as clean as can be, and vans, etc. too. But more information will be contained within the guidance that we're, as we say, we're expecting to be released next week.
Okay. Thank you. Anything else to add around that? No? Okay. We'll move on then. So the next one is, can I mandate that my workers take a portion of their holiday entitlement immediately after returning from furlough to manage our inevitable excess annual leave situation? So again, Nick.
Okay, so that's me. Well, the short answer is yes. Even in the good times of yesteryear, before all the COVID situation, an employer can mandate a period of leave for workers. In fact, members may already do this if you have a Christmas shutdown, where you essentially tell your workers that the business will not be open and work won't be provided, so they're mandated to use some holiday entitlement at a time when you choose. So it is possible for you to mandate that your workers immediately upon returning from furlough, so they would stop officially being furloughed, but they would immediately be mandated to use a portion of holiday entitlement, with the caveat that they need twice as much notice as the length of time which you intend to have them take off. So if they are going to be asked to take a week, you need to give them 2 weeks notice that they'll have to take this time. I would say that I would advise that you should operate this as a shutdown as well. It would be higher risk to pick and choose people who should be using their annual leave to stay away, and then have other people not have to use annual leave and come back to work. So I think it would be sensible and lower risk to operate it as a shutdown and say the workplace is just not going to be open, but we're not going to be providing work, but we need you to use your annual leave at this time. You should be notifying workers in writing of this. You don't technically need their consent, but you need to be keeping records of how much notice you gave them. So that should be done in writing. And obviously speak to them. Don't just have them have a letter come out of the blue asking them to do this. Speak to them and explain your reasons for this having to be done, and that you're, you know, being responsible in managing the annual leave entitlement for workers. It's also worth remembering as well that there are new rules that say that the holiday entitlement that your workers have can now be carried over. Most of it can be carried over for 2 years now. So if it's the case that for any reason you can't allow your employees, or it's not going to be possible for them to be taking their holiday entitlement, then they can carry that over into the next 2 holiday years. So there we go. So consult with them, let them know, and it is possible to mandate that.
Thanks, Nick.